Ho, 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 and welcome back to the When You're podcast, the podcast for when you're doing anything. Today, we're going to be talking about when you're feeling jolly. That's right, everybody. It is officially Christmas time. The turkey is over. We made it way through past Halloween, and now we are here at the most wonderful time of the year. Ding, dong, ding, gosh. Christmas time is literally my favorite holiday. It's just the best. What competes with Christmas? There's nothing more seasonal, more loving, more full of joy. Everybody just wants to give. You got layers upon layers. It's like the time to be cozy and warm with people that you love. It's just perfect. It's got everything you want, They got gift, It really just gives you so much, and you want to feel that all the time. It's perfect. It's one of the most perfect holidays I can ever, that was ever made, created, that could be conjured up by capitalism. But I truly adore this time. I hope you guys all like it, unless you hate the cold or, you don't like presents, and maybe you're not even really celebrating Christmas or any of the holidays. But if you don't celebrate Christmas, a happy Hanukkah, or that's not even out yet, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you celebrate other holidays during this time, shout out to you and happy for you as well. So really, I just like this season. I just like this time where it feels like everybody comes together to really spread love and positivity. And it's my favorite time of the year. I truly love this time because it feels like we can end the year on a high note, It's just everything that you've been through the whole year, on the boring days, the regular days. Now it feels like you can, really let it all out, really let the positivity, the joy out, and get to be who you really want to be and enjoy everything. And just thinking about how Christmas has been so influential on me, and I can only imagine how influential it is on kids now. Back when I was a kid, it was just kind of like mythical and mystical, and like nobody knew anything about it, or like the tricks of the trade, and it was like this or that. But now with the internet and with advancements in technology, it's like it's so much bigger, so much crazier. It's so much more about technology and buying presents and gifts and doing this and that. Not that it wasn't before, but it's just on a whole different level than it was. And because everything's so much more expensive now, it just feels, back when I was why am I saying back? Like it was, it feels like such a long time ago, but it also feels like yesterday. But I would want a Nintendo DS. I got a Nintendo DS, and now kids want iPads, laptops, iPhones, stuff like that. And it just kind of feels like everything has shifted for kids. What does it mean, and what changes in life? What becomes brand new or different and fun? So yeah, I really like it. And it definitely is that kind of like, for instance, Halloween is Halloween no matter what, right? You can't do Halloween. I feel like Halloween is more of spooky themed. You can't differentiate from that or do anything completely something completely different with it, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like, obviously Halloween has a creepy horror vibe to it, but it's not like Christmas where you can really have any kind of Christmas you want. And it as long as it fits the theme of love, and it's the season of giving and giving back to people, and being positive and joyful and happy. Whereas Halloween is you let your demons out, So it feels like if you go against anything like that, it's a little different, but it's not the worst thing. But I think for Christmas it's just a lot more enjoyable or bendable to like do Christmas anywhere in the world. Like Christmas in Hawaii has got to be awesome because it's so warm and wonderful, and you're there in the tropical land and the breeze, and you get like a Christmas tree out there. I mean, there's no snow, but you know, you still get in the mood. But those are one of the things that like you don't have to celebrate if you can have a luau Christmas in your own home. You could do that anywhere and just for fun, you know? Whereas if you did like a Hawaiian themed Halloween, I think I said this on the other one. I said that would be pretty cool, but in reality, kind of, it would feel a little different. It would have to be like a creepy luau or like something spooky themed. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this one, it's like you get all the red, the whites, the greens, and you kind of mesh it all together, and you just make it Christmas, happy, put a tree, decorations and stuff. And those are the kind of ideas that I think about, is like, how can I take the tradition of Christmas and just turn it on its head? You know, what's something completely random or out there that I could just like flip it, you know, make it sort of a unique and special experience. But it is the season of giving. It's not so much about giving gifts. I really want to stay away from like talking about presents or like how much it really impacts the whole thing. Because let's be real, sometimes we get gifts and we don't really take advantage of them. We don't necessarily use them all that often, but it is nice to get them. It's definitely enjoyable to open a box and like have that element of surprise of like, oh my gosh, what's next? You know, there's something to that, and it's very special, and it has a good place in my heart for it. It's why I like gifts so much, I think. But it's also about like giving your energy, giving the best parts of yourself to the people, to the world around you, you know? It's why so many people, you know, donate to charity during this time. Toy drives, food drives. It's really the most giving time of the year when people need it the most. People need the love, because if you're not feeling it, if you're not getting any, right, all year long, let's say you haven't gotten the love, the positivity, you feel like life is just against you, this is the time where it can be given back. And maybe you can put more of your own energy during this time. And I think by doing that, it really uplifts people. And that's what this holiday really means for me. It's like, how can I uplift and bring people up the most? Is it money? Here's some money. Here's some cash. Here's some whatever. You know, is it this toy? Is it some gift for a little kid? Here, you can get this, you can get that, you know, or she, right? It's really just about how can we give back to people. And it can be as simple as a little chit chat, you know, that you normally wouldn't give somebody. Normally you would just like walk past somebody, or you wouldn't give them the time of day to speak or talk to them. It's like, I don't know you. Why would I give you any of my time, you know? But maybe during this time, during this season of giving, you decide to give them, I don't know, 10 seconds of a, hey, how are you? You have a great day, okay? It's really good to see you. Keep it up. You're doing good. You know, great work. Have fun. You're doing great. Reach out to those friends that you know have been having a stressful year or a stressful time. And you can really just push your love onto somebody. And whether they accept it or not is up to them, but knowing that you're putting it out there, it feels good. It feels nice to know that you have no other intentions other than, I want to give to you good love and positivity and good vibes overall. And this is the time to do it. You know, there's never a wrong time to give positivity and love and peace and good times, but like if there was ever a time to really do it for like outside of everything, now is the time. And I'm telling you, when you're servicing other people, when you're really dedicated to helping people or giving back, and you get like that feeling, that rush that I did something good, it definitely feels 10 times, 20 times better than ever just buying something and then wrapping it and giving it to somebody. Not that that doesn't feel great too, but it's different, you know. There's a satisfaction that you could get that doesn't necessarily pertain to this holiday and this holiday alone. It's more so that you keep this going all year long and then you amplify it more during this time. I like that. I also really like the holiday apparel. I think, you know, we take for granted like warm clothes because, you know, how did like I mean, obviously we evolved, right? Or like maybe back in the day we were a lot more hairy so we could survive during the harsh winters, so that way we could, you know, obviously live on. But before that, I mean, not before that, after that, we started getting like, it gets cold, so we're going to wear jackets. And then it's like, what's the warmest jacket? What kind of jacket should we wear? What style? What clothing? What brand? And all this other stuff, until it's gotten to where we are now in the fashion world. Is like, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be warm. Sometimes that means a hoodie. Sometimes that means a puffy jacket. Sometimes that means, you know, a onesie. Sometimes it means a sweater or a hat and some other stuff. So earmuffs, mittens, sweatpants, all the good stuff, all the soft material, all the things that you wait for the temperature to really drop in order to feel it. But there's also like seasonal clothing that I really like. Like everybody likes those ugly Christmas sweaters. Like those ugly Christmas sweaters are really, I mean, I never really got into it, but they are funny. Some of them are really cool and cute, and they got like a nice little joke in them sometimes. And I think it's just those little things, the little things that you do during the holidays that just boosts your mood just a little bit. I like that. I like when people want to increase the joy and the fun of this holiday, because it shows that you're putting in the effort, you know? Because if you don't put in the effort to like really enjoy it, I feel like you're kind of missing out. You're definitely, you know, you're definitely locked to a certain something, you know, which I don't know why you would want to be closed off in a box. Why would you want to not enjoy Christmas? What you know, I don't see the point in that. I don't see the point in like, oh, I hate Christmas because of because my girlfriend or my boyfriend, they broke up with me during this time and it makes me feel sad, or this happened or that. You know, it's like you can always change it. That's the great thing about these holidays, is that you know it's going to come and you can always do something completely different. You can always choose to change your mood, your feeling towards it. And for me, it really feels like I would love to travel for the holidays, for Christmas time, but it's so complicated to figure out, like, where should we go? When do we want this to happen? Or when does this happen? You know, there's so much planning involved, and I feel like the small kind of Christmases, the small, like, us all together is all that really matters, even though, like, in the future, it's definitely what I want. I definitely want that explorable Christmas, those explorable holidays where we can go out and we can enjoy time and enjoy life and such. So, and also, I because it's getting so cold, it's about, you know, literally giving the shirts off our backs to people who are really in need, who really do need that, who need that extra warmth, who need that extra sweater, who need that extra long sleeve shirt, who needs that hoodie and sweatpants and socks, you know. That's another thing. Fuzzy socks are the best thing in the world. You ever been in bed and you're like feeling a little cold? I mean, I sleep with my socks off, but like you're feeling a little cold, and just before you take them off, you rub your feet together, your socks or whatever, and you're just like, all right, these got to come off now in order for me to truly like relax and sleep. You know what I'm talking about? And then you know your feet are gonna get cold, but it doesn't matter because you're comfortable and you feel like the blanket will just, it'll just do its work. It'll do its job. It'll definitely make you feel warm you up. So that's what people sometimes miss out on and what we take for granted. So it's always nice to give back clothes or to help people who are in need of those things. Now, I also love Christmas in the nighttime. I mean, not the nighttime, the winter time, because it's cold. And I genuinely like the cold. I like it when it's cold. Here's what I like, all right? I like it when it's cold and I have multiple layers on and I feel warm, but like not too, there's this perfect balance of like, it's cold outside, but I'm warm, it's cold outside, but like if I take off my gloves, it'll freeze completely because my hands are so sweaty because it's like I'm melting on the inside of this like jacket or whatnot, but I have to stay like this in order to combat the cold, the heat. I mean the snow, the temperatures, the wind and whatnot. And that's another thing, snow. I love snow. I remember I used to live in places where it would snow a lot. Or like maybe for like a day or two or whatnot. And it was the most, I mean, just seeing it fall from the sky, like literally in front of your eyes at night, or like during the day at school, or like, and you just know that after seeing it, you're gonna make a snowball. You're definitely making a snowball. You're definitely throwing it at somebody. You're definitely having a good time. And then afterwards, you drink hot cocoa. Oh my gosh, those are the best, dude. I love that feeling so much. There's just that winter warm clash against each other where it's like the outside, the weather is trying to murder me with this freezing temperature, but I have to combat it with these fire looks. I gotta look good. I gotta look fire. I gotta be fire. That's what it is. It's a fire mentality. You gotta think about heat all the time, So you dress up, you wear multiple layers, you start double socking it, you put on your shoes or boots or whatnot. And you just try to fight it as much as possible. And that's what I really like the most. And it's one of the things I enjoy the most about this is just that perfect pocket, that perfect moment in between the cold and warmth. I feel the cold, but I don't feel cold. I'm really warm and toasty and hot inside, and I guess I have this moment where I just like that feeling where it's cold outside. You definitely feel the temperature go down and whatnot, and then you're inside near the fireplace. Or have you ever seen those camping videos? Like one guy will literally set up like 3 cameras or whatever, or maybe one camera and just put it in multiple places, and he'll just like, all right, we're setting up camp here. He'll dig out the snow a little bit to get to the dirt, the ground or whatnot. He'll put up a tent, or he'll build like a whole cabin. He'll build like this whole thing. He'll make a fire. He'll chop up wood all day. He'll set this thing up. He'll like cook on a hot rock or like just like he'll clean a rock. He'll cut it in half or whatever, make it like flat as possible. Then he'll start a fire underneath it. And I mean, you gotta look it up for yourself. It's like look up ASMR camping snow, something like that. I love those videos so much, and I love them because it's literally one guy versus nature. One guy just like who's a complete, who camps out there and can do all of these things. Not that I can't do it myself, but it's more of like why would I want to, I wouldn't want to be out there. It's freezing. It's not, it's something I would like to try with like a group of people, because I feel like a group of people would be a lot more fun. But if I'm just like by myself, not recording it or like doing this video, then I don't really see the point in putting all that effort in, especially if I'm going to leave that place probably the next night or 2 nights later or whatnot. So all that I'm trying to say is that I like Christmas time because it's so cold, but it's such a positive and a warm time to be together. And I like that. I like the differences. I like the way that those two come together, and they really make the time special. Or there's like this struggle of like warmth. There's struggle for warmth, because for so long it's been hot. It's been really, really hot, and not that I don't like some sun. It's just that sometimes it gets too much sun. So, I definitely enjoy it when it's cold, and like to fight it with layers, Another reason I love the holidays, and this is like goes with like, it's cold outside, so you stay inside with a fireplace, some hot cocoa, maybe you make some cookies, stuff like that. And that's, you sit down, you lay on the couch or on your bed or whatnot, and you watch a holiday movie. You watch a Christmas movie, and it could be any Christmas movie you want. They're the classic Christmas movies that everybody enjoys and loves. And then there are the new ones that they come out with, like Hallmark, where it's like the big city girl from a small town has to go back to her hometown, right? Like she lives in the big city and she hates Christmas time, and then she goes back to her hometown, and then the boy from like her high school or like whatever is like, I know how you're gonna love. I'm gonna make you love Christmas again, And then she's like having this this moment of catharsis and of love, It's one of those dumb Hallmark movies that nobody likes, but it's also like it's fun. It's cute. It's nice. Or like those Netflix movies, like they come out with like a holiday movie every now and then, and it'll be something ridiculous or weird, but I like that. I like that stuff. I like it sometimes because like I just like to make fun of it, or like it just puts me in the mood, And sometimes it can be pretty aesthetically cool. They can come up with some nice decoration ideas, and I look at it and I'm like, that's a cool idea. I would like something like that, or like the guy would be wearing like a sweater, like a holiday sweater or something, and I'd be looking at that. I'm like, that's a cool sweater. I want to wear that, Stuff like that, things of that nature that I enjoy. And I just also really like Christmas movies. There's just something about them. It's always like they're coming out with this new Violent Night movie, right? This new Violent Night, and I think that's going to be really cool. It's like I think it's R-rated. I don't remember if it is, but I think it is. I think that's going to be cool. It's got David Harbour in it. That guy is... he's on Stranger Things if you don't know him. But I really like that guy. I don't know, because like I think we've kind of seen it before, where it's like Santa Claus being like this really bulky, strong dude. He's not fat. He's really muscular and lean and strong. And then one day he like eats up all these cookies for fun because he's so jacked. And I don't know what that means for this movie. I don't know the whole premise of it. All I know is that it's all that I know that it's just him as Santa Claus beating people up or killing people. That's as far as I know. And speaking of snow, speaking of any kind of snow here, or like it being cold, I saw this poster reveal for this movie called Cocaine Bear. If you've never seen this poster, I mean, I would go watch this movie just for fun. I don't know when it comes out per se, but it just seems so ridiculous. It seems so funny. I actually really like it, and I would definitely go watch that as well. So, yeah. Anyways, holiday movies, Christmas movies. in general. Maybe I'll do some. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing Christmas movie commentary tracks, where it's kind of like Christmas movie comes on. You get what I'm saying, right? It's just a Christmas commentary tracks of some of the popular, my favorite holiday movies or Christmas movies or movies that haven't are released during this year. So maybe I'll do something like that, or I'll do a silent Violent Night review. You know, stuff like that. I like that because it's always something new comes out, and it gives me something to talk about. It gives me something to go watch, and it brings up my mood a lot to take that in. And because it lifts my mood because seeing what Christmas, other iterations of the holiday, it just changes the whole perspective for me, and it just makes me live in today's time, not like what I expected it to be or what it was, what it used to be. Because Christmas used to be so traditional, and now that it's more like modern and everybody sees each other like posting on the internet and on social media of like, this is my Christmas and this is my holiday, we can kind of be like, oh, okay. Like that can be our only content of Christmas or of the holiday season. You know, not necessarily Christmas, but of other holidays during this time. That I feel like going to see like a holiday movie right now will just establish new and creative and fun ways to enjoy the holiday, I think. It's like when they come out with a high school movie every year or something like that, you know? It's like the high school is always going to be the same. It's going to be young teenagers wanting love and all this other stuff. But what's different about it is the time period. So I like seeing the different times, how it shifted from the pandemic. Like during the pandemic, there was they did pandemic Christmas or whatever. And now that we're kind of past all that, we can do something a little different, more, you know, I just like seeing those shifts when the time changes, you know, how Christmas evolves over time. And I like that. The same goes for, that's how I feel about Christmas decorations. Like everybody has a different style. Everybody has a different way to do things. And sometimes we copy them or we make our own, or we take from multiple different places, you know. Like what I was saying about Hawaii Christmas, right? You make like a luau themed, and you kind of do it with the green, the white, the red, or you could do it with completely different colors. You could do pink, yellows, and blues, purples, pinks, you know, just as long as it's like, but it's Christmas, you know what I'm saying? And decorating the Christmas tree, it was such a big deal when people were seeing, when people were like decorating their Christmas trees, and they were doing it so different, something so completely out there, you know what I mean? Not even really out there, but just like unique and pretty, you know, as long as you do it pretty and you post it on Instagram or on like any place or like Pinterest, Tumblr, here, there, wherever, people are going to love it. People are going to consume it. People are going to be like, that's what I want to try. Let's try that, or let's do this, or let's do that, you know? And I like that stuff. Like somebody did a Christmas tree with roses and sunflowers on it, and people were like, yo, that's so pretty. I want to try this. I want to do that, and stuff like that. And then it becomes like this big, like, who can do this trend or that trend or whatever. And I do like that. I do like that the decorations and the level of like presentation and the decor has really increased so much. It's completely different, but there's still more of like a, how should I say it? There's more of like a traditional theme that I really love and enjoy about decorations as well. Like if you stick with like classical traditional stuff for Christmas, I'm not going to be like, oh, you guys are lame. You guys just do the regular old stuff. I'm going to be like, no, that's cool. Like it's nice that you're keeping the regular traditions alive, and you enjoy it, you know, as long as you enjoy it, as long as it's like something you want to put out there, as long as you put in the time to do it, I'm all for it. And then there's some times where maybe like, what if they took it a little too far? You know, what if they went really crazy with it? But I get it, you know. Sometimes you got to take it that to the next extremes, but you know, you don't necessarily want to take it too far away from Christmas and the traditional way. Cuz like what if somebody was like, we're not having a Christmas tree. We're having a Christmas let's say a Christmas car. It's like, what? Like we're actually, you know what? Now that I come up with the ideas in my head, because when I come up with I just think of them on the spot, right? So a Christmas car, and you put all of the presents inside of the car. But if you're giving the car as a gift, maybe you buy the car, right, for the whole family, but you don't really use it until after Christmas, right? Like that's the Christmas gift for the whole family. You use your terrible minivan or this car or whatever, and you buy this new car, and it's just like you deck it out. You put like you do what's it called? Not wallpaper. You do a paint job on it or whatever. You get like a wrap. You wrap it in like your favorite thing. And then you put the Christmas presents inside the car. And then once you open up all the presents, you can drive the car. Yo, that's cool. That's a cool idea. You'd have to have a big garage or like a huge living room to put the car in there. But that's an idea. You know, it's definitely not out of the question. But, you know, like, okay, maybe Christmas car was a bad example. Maybe, like, let's say a Christmas... let's say like a Christmas... I was going to say like a Christmas statue, but even that doesn't sound terrible. What am I trying to say here? All that I'm trying to say is that sometimes you take things a little too far out of... You know, you take it too far away from the traditional, which is like the tree and all this other stuff, and it can kind of feel a little like, oh, this is so completely... out there, so left field or right field, whatever it is, so completely out there that you're just kind of like, what even is this holiday anymore? And I just don't want that to like us to get carried away of like trying to do something so crazy and different that we lose the true essence. And that's giving. You know, it doesn't matter what anything looks like, but you know, sometimes it is nice to decorate and to make it look pretty and to have fun. So that's kind of where my head's at with it. Because it, well, like for Christmas time, I wouldn't... Okay, here's what I'm trying to say. In the long run, if you take things so completely out there, like space Christmas, like what is going on? Like, that's not even a terrible idea either. I mean, Christmas is just has so many doors to open to that it's, as long as it fits the Christmas theme, you know what I'm saying? Like space Christmas, statue Christmas tree, or Christmas car or whatever. Like they fit under this Christmas realm because it's Christmas. There's a theme behind it. There's a something kind of like that. But imagine if you you took away the Christmas theme of it. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, it's a Christmas this, but it's not actually a Christmas that. It's something completely different. I have no idea if I'm making any sense. Am I making sense? I'm not making any sense. This makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But another reason I like Christmas is you get those little, you know how like, obviously during the fall season, you have like the pumpkin patches and then you have like the hay rides or this or that, right? But during Christmas, it's like, let's go ice skating and let's go snowboarding and sledding and do this. And we'll go, what is it? We'll go chop our own tree down and we'll go, there's a bunch of entertainment. There's a bunch of hobbies surrounded this time of the year. And I really think that's because it's such a special time. Like maybe only that during that time of the year, you really get into it. Like if you're really into snowboarding, this is the perfect time for you because it's the coldest. this and January, but you know what I'm trying to say is like it's really really cold, so you can enjoy the snow as much as possible, and you can slope down and really get some uh, not momentum. It's not like a rolling down the hill, but you know what I'm trying to say is you soak up that time, you soak up that those days where you can really let loose down the hill and you can enjoy the snow and have fun. And ice skating as well. I mean, can you just ice skate any time of the year? I feel like ice skating is really, at least for me, it's more of like a Christmas time hobby and activity. But you really can't ice skate any time of the year. I don't know, or maybe I'm thinking of like roller skating any time of the year, and then ice skating is for like winter time. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's how my brain works. It's like roller skating for the summer and then ice skating for the winter. That's how it works for me. That's what I kind of think of. And those little entertainment moments and you know various shows, Christmas theme and Christmas related, I do really enjoy those, and it feels, I don't know, it just peps you up in your step a little bit, you know? Christmas entertainment, holiday entertainment, stuff like that. I really enjoy. It's seasonal entertainment for people who celebrate it. And I got to say, the classic, who doesn't love Christmas music, especially during Christmas time? It's the perfect time to, I mean, people love Christmas music even when it's not Christmas. You know what I mean? That's how much people love Christmas music. But especially right now, I have so many good memories with Christmas music. You get the classic. I mean, they're all classics, and then everybody just like redoes what's already been made. I don't. It's very rare for somebody to come out with like a slap in your face, brand new Christmas song. And once they do, they're all about it. It's all in your face. You know. It definitely. If there ever was a Christmas song to represent Christmas better, it's definitely Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. We all know this. We all know she's making millions off of this one song. This is the only time where it matters. But once you get it, you know? I feel like another Christmas song that's like, you know, the more modern ones like Ariana Grande. Obviously, Justin Bieber has his album. You know who I really like? Casey Musgraves came out with like this. I don't know if it was an album or if it was just like a performance of like some Christmas songs, but she has this Christmas song called Glittery that I really, really enjoy. And it just like, it makes you feel... It's like smooth sailing. It's literally like snowboarding down and down and down, and you just don't stop, and it's just like good vibes. It feels really nice. And I feel like that song is very warm and it's very loving. It's full of like heart in that song, and it's one of the reasons I really enjoy it. And she has Troye Sivan on there who does great, and they just come together for like this beautiful moment of like, I feel like that's what a Christmas song is just like, it gives you that natural glow, that natural warmth, that loving feeling of like, oh, I feel love in this song. I feel genuine joy, you know, in this music. And I also remember like for so long, like I used to, me and my brother used to share the same bed, and we would sleep to like, we would turn the radio on, right? And we would just listen to the Christmas music at night, and we would just talk about life. We would just like try to like stay warm because it was cold all the time. And then we were just like listening to Christmas songs, and because the radio station would play it all night long. It was the best thing ever. And I just loved those times. It made me fall in love with that music. It made me fall in love with the holidays. And it felt good. It felt like this, like the Christmas music just bonded me to the holiday forever. And I don't know if a lot of people feel the same way, but I know that I have an attachment to certain Christmas songs that mean so much. And every year when something new comes out, I just kind of like, what is it? Let me see what this is. Let me see what it's about. And if I don't, I feel like I'm a little behind. I don't want to be behind on Christmas music. I want to know what's out there, who's making what, who's doing something, you know? Because I remember, I think it was definitely last year, Tori Kelly came out with a Christmas album. And I listened to that one so much. And she has an angelic voice, beautiful voice. And I feel like it was kind of overlooked, but I needed to know that, like, oh, she is making it. She is doing these Christmas music, these Christmas songs. And it's like, it's free reigns for anybody. Anybody can make it, you know? Anybody can do it. And it doesn't feel like overdone or overused. It's just like, oh, it's just somebody else is doing another version. Kelly Clarkson, she has her album. Gosh, how did I forget about Kelly? She has her Underneath the Tree album, which is absolutely fantastic as well. There's so much to love about Christmas. So, especially the music. I love the music. It's one of the best because it just gets you pumped. It gets you ready. And I'm definitely ready for this holiday season. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you guys are having spreading the love, spreading the joy, having a good time, and are excited and ready for Christmas because I'm ready for it. I'm ready. And then, yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. And I hope you guys are feeling the joy as well. And it means so much to me. You guys have been listening. You guys have definitely been taking this all in, watching the YouTube. It means really so much, especially right now during the holiday times where, you know, because the last couple of videos on YouTube, I've not been doing face-to-face on the camera. But that was more of like, I didn't feel the need to, but besides the fact, it means a lot that you guys watch them. It means a lot that you guys enjoy listening, and I'm really excited to do the holidays with you guys, to do Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, and it means so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and yeah, take care. Bye-bye.